which house would you guys like to do next week? And then we'll move to the languages and finish up for the day and get into Starcrawl, the new episode. We have, let's see, House Morelwood. We already did House Toadstool. House Orsine. House Ammonites. House Garricus. Complicated. Oh, I can't wait to do this house. It's so freaking pretty. Howdy, what's up, Draco? Hello there. I was scrolling through channels. Well, welcome on in and found this place. Yay! How's it going? It's going good. We are doing world building on our Mushroom Kingdom. House Orsi? Yeah, we chose the party family, the family that is known for music. Let's choose the other family that's known for their warrior, like mythos, and the fact that one of their line left their family to become like a pope. So they're very not power hungry, but they're very powerful. Let me copy this. But Draco, welcome on in. I'm Moz. This is my community, the spaceship known as Starfall, and we do TTRPG things on the weekends. How have you been? Dun 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 dun. Things so complicated. Sweet. Okay, we moved that in there. So now we have that, and we'll work on that next week. Misfits in Magic season 2 starts around then. That's awesome. I can't wait for that as well. Orson would be next week's then. Dragon, welcome on in. So wait, a Mushroom Kingdom, are all the players basically mushroom folk? Yep, it is. Yo, thank you for the freaking sub, Alec. Appreciate you. Yeah, go follow Tales Archive, please, because they're awesome and amazing. I don't know if my mods are in, but please definitely shout them out. Yeah, Mushroom Kingdom. We do like I want to launch this on our sister channel, and it's going to be using the Witcher RPG system. Yo, what's that deep rot house of mice and myconids? Oh, that'll be cool for like a sub, like what is it called? Like House of the Dragon compared to Game of Thrones. What's it called? A sequel? I don't know. But yeah, myconids, Game of Thrones, pretty much. So we have different houses and a couple of mechanics that we're building in so that we can add in more personal drama. And then prequel. Ooh. Okay, gotta think about this later. Inari, I love this. But we are calling it's called A Realm of Cap and Crown. Deep Rot is not a house. These are the religions of the world. It's the Ring of the Seven is the major religion that everyone like prays to in different ways, and it's a low magic world, and only people who learned of from the spire can practice it. Deep Rot is a cult or a following that exists in the basin over here in the marshes. And they believe that all shrooms will rot, and it's like a dangerous doomsday cult, that are like causing like different things that are happening in that area that people don't really know of, they just hear of. So it's supposed to be something like a side plot that's probably like building. I'm ready to be a cultist of the skull mushroom. I can't. I love that. I love that a lot. I'm easy to sway to the dark side. Well, the dark side does have cookies. It does make sense. But yeah, we have different like religious and cultural practices in different regions of the world. And like certain areas, because they're like seafaring, we based a religion based on the inky cat mushroom. So they like House Portabellon believes that like since they are most like seafaring people, that everything returns to the deep. So they say like be claimed by the deep, or what else did they say? May the tides claim you and may the sea forget you. Stuff like that. So yeah, these are religions and stuff. We have so much detail in the religions because if people did want to be that, they can be like, they can have cool phrases they could say. Nope. So any other mushrooms that we base stuff on is going to be like a lesser house. So these are the major houses. These are large houses, of which only 7 of them are wardens of their regions. So like the Expanse, there's 1 seat, and there's only like Truffle's Reach, Truffleborn, this house is part of the Expanse, but the warden is at the center, right? So these are the major houses. Any other houses that we build, any other player houses, like if they want to be a part of a lesser house, or if they want to like represent a warden and say that like how Brienne of Tarth really liked Renly Baratheon in Game of Thrones, they will be like, we have a list here that people are like have ideas of. But the Devil's Tooth one is scary looking. It just, yeah. I definitely think it could be some like a lesser house of the basin, or something like that is just really known for like maybe their words, or like something with like I don't know, something about, I don't know, like House Bolton has some weird stuff. Because don't look it up. If you guys have that thing where you don't like little holes and stuff, like that mushroom is cryptophobia. Yeah, don't look it up. That's a warning for everyone in this chat right now. Yeah, Bannermen for the great houses. Yep. Thank you so much for the sub. 38 months. My God, that's literally the entirety of my streaming life. I think I've been online for 38 months since I started streaming, Sinisters. How do you do this? That's insane. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. So before we run out of time, we need a language for the royal family to have spoken, and then 1 or 2 specific ones that are cultural. So what I'm thinking of is maybe the basin has its own like certain kind of language. I'm thinking the Expanse probably has its own language. The royal family has one, the basin. I think let's just do that for now. We have 3, that's good. We'll finish that up because I'm running out of time and I want to. The basic. That's funny. And the last one is I am using Notion. This is Notion. No, I use Obsidian for like session notes because I like session notes in there. But for world building, like this page, I can make it like a website that y'all can go check the Wikipedia on and see the map that I'm updating in with our incarnate. I still have to fix this map because I want to name this road. And then it will have like a Wikipedia for all the players to like reference. So I like this better because I can sync it across everything. As long as you have the app on different things and you have an account, you're good. They are very, very similar. You can do a lot of the same things, but you can do more databasing and more synced databasing with Notion. I like Obsidian's other ways to see the data, like that flow map thing. That's pretty cool. But that's good if you're having a session. I wish like I could have something like that here, like a view to see like timelines. That'll be cool. But they can do a lot, which is really cool. Do you? Yeah, the only thing I think here is like you have to pay for something and then you can't upload stuff above 5 megabytes. Not millibytes. And then they have other things that you can use that are like paid, but I can't remember. And they have like a calendar that syncs, like if I have a database and it has a date, I can add it to that calendar. So I can have like my events in here synced to that. And that calendar is connected. You can connect to Google and it will like connect everything. So like if I have a game, like a session, like my kids on brooms, like when I have to GM that one. So this is my GM notes from like our current campaign in Starcall right now. Like I can make like an event, like this weekend we're supposed to have a game and I can make like an event happen and it will automatically put on my calendar, which is awesome. Opening calendar. So I like that it works across different things, like from Google to this. And then I can link a lot of stuff, which is nice. And then I can put pictures. That's one thing with Obsidian you can't do. I miss having pictures. I like pictures. A realm of cap and crown. Oh, I wanted to copy this. Oh, nope. Okay, 621. May your roots run deep and your cap sees the sun. Up. Languages. Let's change this view to just like a list. And we can do like icons. And the basin is blue. I have no idea for those, but let me actually write this too. The devil's tooth. What is this mushroom? I can't remember what this mushroom was. Let me write the devil's tooth one. That'll be cool. Do you? Oh, that'll be cool. I make a lot of stuff on Canva for my players, like potion ingredients and stuff for like our magic school world. And sometimes I just want to be like, oh, they found this letter from like, you know, randomly that might be like a rumor or something like that. And I didn't know there was like a plugin. I like you using Obsidian a lot, but I need to get better at keeping session notes because I'll be sitting there enjoying the day and I like sometimes I'll forget to ask like one of my players to please keep notes for me or something like that because I'll be like, what happened? Also, did you guys have fun? And then that thought precedes everything. I'll forget to be like, yeah. I remember talking about this with Sean from Help Action Needed, and they're like, oh, I don't session prep. And I was like, how? I want to be like that. Was it Sean? I think it was. Can't remember. Or who was it then? Why can't I remember? I'll be taking notes if I can remember. I'll be like, oh, they did this. What could I do with this? Mm-mm. Uh, I do not prep. I live in chaos. You do, and I love it. Y'all go check out their podcast. They're really good, and they also stream on Twitch. Oh, and they're also playing Citral in our Blades in the Dark game, which will be premiering in like 30 minutes over at Starcrawl. Then I can't remember if by adding pictures. Sorry, LOL, same here. But the VTT, what do you use? Let me review their notes as I make mine. What VTT do you use? I love, you know, if you're a player out there that takes notes for your GM, like in the game, and like, and you're that note taker who like, if you've seen those TikToks where they're like, oh my God, I know what the GM's up to because they've taken that, like they've taken notes and they've paid attention. I love you. Just know that. You are amazing. I prep story beats and everything, just not like the minutia, as the players often set things up than I would. Yeah, usually I ask people like before session, like, is there something that you guys would like to do? And then I base it off that. And a lot of like the stuff for Dark Recess is just them going to class because they kind of want the slice of life of like their characters going to class and hearing lore on the world, which is nice. Or like they want to make like a magical camera in their artificery class, stuff like that. Foundry through Forge hosting. Okay. Thank you for the stretch. I always like lean to the left because the monitor is over here for the OBS. But I needed that. Appreciate that, dog. But what is it like? I like prepping like stuff that they could find. What is it called? Like I've never had a real life game, and if I had a real life game and if I played D&D, I would make like little trinkets. Like I don't know, I would make everybody's like spells into cards, or I don't know, like cool things that they could like use. I do that for I use alchemy, and you can upload handouts and stuff that people could receive, and I'll do that for like spells. One of the characters got like a letter from a secret admirer, so I made like a folded crane kind of thing that they received. Yeah, my Star Trek Adventurers game, one of my players is our notes keeper. They found out this week that I've been tracking 12 universes simultaneously. World building I can do. Captain, from one captain to another. 100%. World building I can do. Note taking is like my commentary comes in, because I like my last game I was just like, oh my god, no, he did not just introduce this person, and I'll be like, wait, like 3 weeks later as a player I'll be like, who was that? My note taking is bad. As a player, bad. As a GM, bad. Because I'm already running OBS. I'm already running all the music, all the like production. Note taking is literally like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like I will get like I want to get better at the note taking, because we have recap documents for our like for our games. So this is the like recap document for our Sistine Academy game over at Starcrawl. And then I started going over all the episodes for our Devil's Dealers, which is our Blades in the Dark game that's going to be running like in 30 minutes. So those aren't really notes though. Those are just recap stuff for people who are watching. So that's what I do. And then like that will help me to be like, oh yeah, this is cool. In OBS, can you separate the audio out and into its own recording as sort of a voice note? A voice note? You can separate the audio out. Like when you record, you can have separate audio, but like voice note, I'm confused there. Wow, that hurt my eyes. I had to take notes for a note taker during the last Unreal game I was in. I'm lucky to have a group of play to Unreal with and did one shot online for friends that has turned to a campaign. Oh, that's amazing, Jaco. I love that. I love that. I hope to have a game in real life one day, or if this gets somewhere, I would love to run at least the first episode of this Mushroom Kingdom with the royal family. Like I want to do this first episode that it starts up like the story on why all the people in all the different houses are being called, and I can do like an in group thing, and it could be like recorded. Pretty much like 10 candles where like they know their characters might not be last, like they may not survive, because like that's what sets up the campaign, the fact that the royal house is in ruin, there is no heir, and the last king passed away, and so all the wardens and people and representatives from different houses are being called to court to find the new royal. Basically recording audio separately, so it's not a whole video and a bigger file. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have that. That's what I usually do for notes. It's more just like my note taking is bad, so I have separate audio, but I'll listen to it and I'll be like, she did that, oh my god, and it's not really like good notes.
If you all are part of our oh my god, thank you so much for follow. What is it? If you're part of our
Starfall Discord and part of our book club, Dog has the most beautiful notes. Like complete, they'll have character information, like if you're reading a book, plot, themes, like brilliant. I was horrible at note taking my entire student life, like just bad. Like I'm lucky enough I like creative stuff, even creative stuff I don't really take a lot of good notes. I'll be like this is how I take like notes. I'll be like, put a picture and be like, we'll come back to it later. I'm trying to see if there's something. Yeah, this took a couple drafts to make it look pretty, but it was literally like I wanted a religion based on like inky black mushroom. That's it. And then I built it out. I basically wait, I guess it doesn't really matter if you have the video file though, you can just go back and watch it. Yeah, that's what I do too. But I'll watch it, like Twitch has this thing where you can watch it on faster speed, or like if I'm editing it on my video editing software, I'll like speed through it so that way I can like it'll be like, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like it'll be that voice, but I need it to be fast. I'm gonna go do some stuff I have to do. Well, Draco, thank you so much for coming on through. I hope you have a wonderful night, and thank you for coming over here and chatting. I love to hear more stuff about your games and stuff, so I hope you get to hang out soon. Deep Rot for life. I can't. Sean, it's making me like, oh my god, I love this. You're just like, where's the dark side? Oh, totally fine. You're like, hey, let's go. Devil's bargain in. We're done. If you ever join this and if you ever want to be cast as players, like I totally need to have that in mind. I'm gonna be like, oh, they're going to be part of the dark side. Let's see. I for sure think something in this for sure. I can see you even in the Veil, like part of like the psychedelic mushroom groups. Or even House Amanita. They're pretty, well, they're more power hungry than they are like dark side. Well, they are dark side. They're more like I would think of them more of the like the Lannisters. Yeah. They're more the Lannisters. I mean, it can be like Castleton where Karis knows nothing about the triplets, but Sean wants them to win. But Sean wants them to win. I like it. That's true. That's true. I will play anything you ask and need of me. Oh, I love it. Yeah. I like Game of Thrones and I like stories of political drama. I like this Expanse. I like stories that just have so much interpersonal drama and political drama, and I like tourneys. I like the cool stuff about this, and the fact that there's like magic, but it's very like controlled, and people who cast magic, like if players want to be magic casters, they will pretty much put their family in danger if people of like the religious order sees them do magic out of like, you know, natural build, like it. So it's cool. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna use the Witcher RPG system, which was recommended to me, and they have like a good like chaos magic kind of like style, so I like it. So it feels like Witcher, where if you did magic, like people are gonna come find you and be like, hey, you can do magic. Like, you know, it's gonna be spicy like that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I will. Let me copy this. Oh, nope. Stay right there. Do you have something for a magic society? Like the Witcher advisors? Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I'm kind of keeping that to myself right now until we finish out the houses. Because if we build it out into stream, I want it to be something that kind of builds up. Exactly. A lot of these like groups, like even like older religions that are like cultural practices, they're real. It just like, it's kind of the idea of like one religion took what magic to be their power and like anything of it to be heresy. So people might still practice certain things, like how in the north they pray to the bleeding trees and stuff like that. But like cults and stuff like that still exist, and so they're probably like the towers like, oh, we need to get rid of them. Okay, I copied that. Oh no, no. I don't know if I did this right. Okay, it's here. It's here. These are all the wardens. Let me lay out. All right, all of these wardens. Sherndell, Garricus, Oysterhorn, Emanite. They're not a warden. Oh, I didn't filter them. That's why. Filter, tags, warden. That makes more sense. Who else are wardens? Actually, no. Let's remove this tag. And warden. Garricus is a warden. Is Oysterhorn a warden? Oysterhorn's here. Yeah, they are. They are a warden. Where are we? Yeah, they're like, they don't have their own nation. They're all houses under the royal line. So the world is under the royal line. So they're wardens of their region. So House Oysterhorn is the warden of the basin. So there are lesser houses in this. And like in Enchanter's Vale, House Chianti is the warden. House Porcini is the bannerman for this house. Truffleborn is not the warden. Sorry, I should do it like this rather than going from there. Yeah, like House Cordyceps is part of the Vale, but they're not the warden. I want to change the Lone Isles color. Light gray? Yeah. House of Tarkin. Nope, not a warden, but they're in the Greenlands. Why is the Greenlands tag blue? Come on. The Greenlands. And the basin should be blue. The cove should be pink. The Vale, the expanse, the peaks. Cool. That's the best joke of the evening. I'm sorry, y'all. That wins. That wins. Okay? That just wins. No, let's make it the basin. Norwood is a sister house. What's outside the royal line then? What's that mean? What's outside the royal line? Like where they are? The glade is where the Morelwood is. And then let's do yeah, wardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing? The expanse, the greenlands, the cove, the peaks, the basin, the vale. There's 7 regions. Oh wait, I can't count. There is 7. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. What can I say? I'm sleepy. Let's filter to the regions there. Oh, no, I meant like the wardens aren't like their own kingdoms. They're not their own kingdoms. They're under the royal line, meaning like they follow the royal line. Like they are wardens of a region that is controlled all over by the royal line. Words?
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
I hope you are having a wonderful day. We right in. We are. Warden, Bannerman, Blaster House, and how are you doing? Cool. Busy doing the same thing. What are you writing? We're doing world building for their Mushroom Kingdom. House Rashira is a grand house, and Bannerman turned out as a grand house. Oh, over here. You don't really have a lot of Bannermen. They're kind of seen as just like an island that has so much power on its own because it's a big ass island. Grand house. Story for my groups campaign. Let's go. What system are you using? Also, very cool. Very, very cool. House Bannerman. So what I want to do is change this database up so that it has all the houses, grand houses or lesser houses of this realm. But the tags and all the different views will help us filter out who are like the wardens, who are in each different region. So we can have hundreds of lesser like houses if you guys want like different mushrooms kind of represent, like they can be smaller houses and things like that. They won't have as much detail as this. I'm not going to be like what's the sigil and everything for all their houses, but we can if we make up a couple. 5.5, is that what we're calling it now? 5.5, is that what it's called? The wardens, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, the peaks, yeah, all the houses under all the different regions. And then what I want to do is no, let's do we filter by rank, but let's change the view to a what I had it before. Dang it. By region. That way we can put all the lesser houses. And then the rank should be lesser houses. Yeah. Since none of the other lesser houses have made into houses yet, they're just like ideas. Yeah. What's the plan once we finish all the houses? So what I have in my list for launch is I'm building it right now. I'm building out scripts and stuff to like launch it on like the different houses, like what we've built, like their sigil, their story, like little clips on the different social media. Then I want to play test the system with our mechanics with a couple of people. For anyone who's like interested, like 3 or 4 people, and play test it and see what we can do. And then start casting. So I want to cast like through social media and try and see if we can get like 30 plus people for all the different families, and then set up like the Discord and stuff. Like it'll be like world building wise, it'll be just we'll do like session stuff, like things that'll be cool to start with. But really it's just getting the houses in order, so that way like I know like cool, this is what the house is like. And when a player wants, like, I want to be of a house that is known for being very suspicious, but I'm actually interested in finding a marriage candidate who's like who's really good, who's good. Like I'm sent from my family to find like an alliance that works, and stuff like that. Then I know like what house will be perfect, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan for the next couple of weeks, minus 1 or 2 weeks when I'm like at PAX U and stuff like that. And then let's see, finding people in the TTRPG community that are like can make music, that can commission for art, and I want to do like a Game of Thrones kind of style trailer with the map that kind of goes with the map that we have, and then like record stuff. So it'll be really cool and be nice. But that is the plan. That is for sure the plan. Are there any other lesser houses that we would like added onto this? Can't remember if there's something else that we would want to add on to this. Like, what are the things in like the Game of Thrones world would add the? No, I think we have a lot, which is nice. You always want to do the kind of intro vid for the, yeah, that's what I like doing. I like producing that stuff for our games. I like doing the overlays and like the fun stuff like that. Well, it's anyone who does it, like anything that I've seen, it's definitely hard work and lots of freaking skill. But it makes everything like come together so well. Like the Blades in the Dark one, I really love that one. Where when it starts, there's a trailer to it that you can check out. Actually, here. And we have like fun little stuff. Like I use like Canva video stuff like there to make videos. But I like it. I did it for all my games. Like from the first game I ran, I had like an intro video and a little trailer, every single one of them. I just thought it was cute to like introduce the world in that way, and people know like, cool, this is where the AP starts, and you introduce to the players and everybody says hello, and then you see the trailer and you get into the world, because that's the fun part. That's the like the part that like we get into story and you feel like a show, or like like not a TV show, but like, yeah, in a way, like you're like, it's starting, you know. And the music starts, and I've been a big fan of like movies and TV shows that have really cool intros. I'll like copy them and save them in like a YouTube playlist. And so now I have a reason to make them, which is my not D&D, all my TTRPG games. All right, y'all. We're going to raid out, but we're going to raid out to Star Crawl. So let me get that started real quick. Because their episode's starting soon, and I don't know if they're online. Awesome. So it's going to be episode 3 of Blades in the Dark, which Help Action Needed is in with Sean. Let's go. Wiz Styles from our community is GMing. And I'll be in chat, so you guys can come and hang out and check out there, which will be amazing. We typically will have like Kids on Brooms every other weekend. So this weekend will be episode 13. The year's almost over. The Magic Ghoulies are going through it. So I cannot wait to see what they get into. As usual, next week, we're going to go to House Orsine, a warrior fighter-based Myconid family, and it's going to be amazing. Thank you so much for the follows and the resubs. You guys know all the resubs go back to the channel, so I appreciate that. You all have a wonderful, beautiful night.